Evening, everybody. This is Tonetta from Tonetta Clay's channel, coming to you again with video day number 2 about my trip to Las Vegas. So day number 2 was actually Memorial Day. So I'm going to talk to you what happened on Memorial Day, of course, which is Monday. I don't know the date. I think it was the 27th of May. But like I said, I'm going to talk to you about that. It was actually very, very fun. That morning, of course, just like a regular morning, getting up, getting dressed, all those kind of things. And Mike and his wife, they actually invited all of us over to their house for a barbecue, actually. Our dinner, that kind of thing. They had barbecue. We had salad. We had all kind of things going on, I guess, to put it that way. And everything was really, really good, too. So, of course, we get there. Me and Sharitha actually went together. Well, she actually drove hold on. Okay, she rode with me, but her daughter drove her other car and the other kids to the barbecue. And then Trenton, of course, came, and some other friends of theirs, I think 2 or 3 other friends of theirs and their family came as well. So that was awesome, getting a chance to meet everybody and, of course, just get to know folks that I really didn't know. So that was really awesome. So like I said, we just chopped it up and all just talked and had a good time while the kids were playing and that kind of thing. It wasn't like a very hot day at all in Las Vegas, believe it or not. So, of course, nobody was in the pool. Well, actually, I take that back because later on that evening, the kids did jump in the pool, but it was cold or not, but they still got in the pool. When they got swimming suits on and that kind of thing, which it was like 70 degrees and it was windy and kind of chilly, actually. But they wanted to get in the pool, so they went and got in the pool, actually. I forgot about that part. But like I said, as far as Memorial Day went, it was awesome. It was actually the first Memorial Day that I actually spent away from my hometown, St. Louis, actually on a vacation somewhere. Because usually I'm at home with my family and we're having a barbecue with my aunts and that kind of thing. So this was very different for me. Like I said, the first Memorial Day ever going to, of course, somebody like a whole different city. So that was awesome, I thought. And we actually, before we actually got to Mike's house, we actually stopped at a Walmart to, of course, get drinks, like kids' drinks. And I think I got some cupcakes and cookies and that kind of thing as well. So for me, just going into another store like a Walmart or something like that, Dollar Tree, in another city just always is just cool to me. Because, of course, I haven't been to Las Vegas, so to me it was just still kind of different. Of course, going into the store and seeing the mixture of people. There was all kind of people. I mean, I don't know what the races were and that kind of thing. Of course, the obvious black or white or maybe some Mexican, that kind of thing. But there was all other races as well there. And like back home in St. Louis, I mean, usually I'm just mostly seeing... I mean, there are other races here, of course, but, I mean, usually what you see and what you normally face, I guess, every day is black and white and maybe Hispanic or maybe Chinese, that kind of thing, but it's every once in a while, unless you're going into, like, one of their shops or that kind of thing, or you're hanging out in their neighborhoods or that kind of thing. Other than that, like I said, it's just a general, I guess you can say that. But like I said, as far as getting to Walmart and like I said, I love seeing the mixture of people and of course still the mountains in the background. I still love that. So like I said, that was just awesome. So of course, like I said, at their house, we all just chopped it up, just talked and talked about whatever was going on, different ideas that we may have had. And we were listening to like different stories that people were telling and stuff like that as well. So that was just awesome to me. Like I said, just to be somewhere different in another town, kicking it with other people that I didn't really know, just now getting to meet and getting to know them, that kind of thing. So that was really awesome. And that night, actually, just to let you all know, was my first night going down to Fremont Street with a Fremont Street experience. So that was awesome. I had never, of course, I heard about the old Las Vegas. I had no idea what it was, actually. I just knew that they said there was an old part and like a newer part. And the part that we were going to was the older part. And it was called the Fremont Experience. I was told that was the first section of, I guess, the strip, I guess you can call it, in Las Vegas. Before they built off, I guess, like the new resorts and the new hotels and that kind of thing. That's actually going down Las Vegas Boulevard. So that was awesome, to know. And, of course, walking into the Fremont Experience, we actually got there, it had to be about like midnight, I think. So I guess it's actually going on to day 3, but that's okay. I'm still going to tell you about this experience. But like I said, as far as getting there, we got there about midnight. We actually parked at a parking lot, like around the corner from one of the actual entrances, I guess I can say that. It was actually right next to a Greyhound bus station. It was a parking lot right next to the Greyhound bus station. So I do remember that because I did do like a small video and it should be on this, on my page here too. A video about Fremont Street. Actually, there's several videos on my, on this channel about Fremont Street that I did record. I think I recorded about 4 or 5 of them. Some of them had like the different acts that were down there, the dancers, different people, different signs, that kind of thing that I saw. Which some of the signs were kind of crazy and amazing, of course, like I can say that. But like I said, it's just going there. It was just awesome. Walked right into the place. I guess like the beginning of Fremont Street is what I was told was the beginning. There was a stage to my left, and there was a band playing. Shoot, it was the old Bon Jovi song. I can't. I think "Living on a Prayer." I think that was the song. It was like a band that was covering that song, and I love that song. So of course I'm singing and kind of dancing and that kind of thing, and just walking through and looking at the band. And I did record part of that. I don't know. It should be on this channel as well. But I did record actually 2 bands I saw. So I did record that band as well, and of course just walking through, and I guess maybe I took like a few more steps. The next thing I know, I see these folks flying over my head. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And it's like a long zip line actually. So that was awesome. Right in the middle of the experience, of course. There was a zip line from like the middle of the, I guess like the little part that we were in, all the way into like that beginning. I don't know what it was, like about how many feet it was or that kind of thing. But I saw like 2 people at the same time flying across. That was just so awesome. And I believe I took I should have a video of that, because some of my videos actually got erased, but I know that's one of the ones that's on my channel as well. So definitely check that one out. And like I said, you just go to my, of course, Tonetta Clay's channel, click on the videos, and you will see all the ones that I listed as Fremont experiences and that kind of thing. And that's on there as well. So that was awesome just to watch them flying over my head. I don't even remember how much it cost. It was maybe like $60 or $70 or something. I don't even know how much it cost, but it was something along those lines. I did look at the price, but I just don't remember right now. But there was all kind of stores and shops and just people, of course. I didn't know what was going on. My friend Sharitha had to let me know, of course, the people that, or of course, they had like these circles, like painted circles that different vendors would stand in. And vendors, I mean, whether they're street performers, whether they're playing an instrument, or they're selling products, or they're dancing, any of those kind of things. They had all those kind of vendors in those circles, or whoever rented the circle, I guess I can say. And I did post several videos of the guy playing the drums, those Caribbean drums, and a few dance groups and that kind of thing too. So like I said, definitely go on my on the videos and check all those experiences out as well. But like I said, as far as walking through, because I'm like, why are they in these circles and what's going on? I mean, I knew I could tell that they're, of course, getting money from the crowd and that kind of thing. But my friend let me know that those in the circles, they, of course, have to pay to be like in those spots and in those circles. And then, of course, they can, of course, ask for donations and do whatever kind of craft or service that they're doing, or dancing, or whatever they're out there doing. And like I said, that was just awesome. And of course, we got to some of the people that were like inside the circle, and if nobody was paying them or giving them any money or that kind of thing, they'd actually just stop and just be like, be still, I guess you can say. So that meant that you need to put more money into their bucket or whatever in order to get like more action out of them. I guess I put it that way. So that was kind of interesting, I guess I would say. Another thing that interests me, of course, I know that marijuana is legal in Vegas. But I smelled it everywhere that I went, I guess, because I know it's recreational and it's for medication down there in Las Vegas. It's been like that for several years, as I understand. So, of course, it was just kind of strange to me to see people walking down the street and smoking weed and that kind of thing. I'm not used to seeing that here in St. Louis. I mean, I know people smoke weed. Of course, I've seen it. We just got our marijuana legalized in Missouri, only for medical purposes only. It's not recreational at all at this time. So like I said, we don't have people walking down, but you may have some in some neighborhoods, I'm sure, walking down the street, smoking weed, that kind of thing, but I'm just not used to seeing that. So like I said, that was just like, oh my goodness, I see people smoking weed. Are they going to get in trouble, that kind of thing, but which they didn't. But like I said, that was just some of the things that I was just like, oh my goodness, that is at least to me, it's just very interesting. Just to see how different people, I guess, do their laws, I guess I put it that way, and what you can and cannot do. And like I said, that was just different from me being in St. Louis. Another thing that I saw that was different, we don't have, well, I know prostitution is legal down there as well. So of course, walking through Fremont Street, we all did see some of those girls and out there. Of course, they didn't have signs or that kind of thing, but you can tell by the way they were dressed, and they were just standing there, and some were in circles and some weren't. But like I said, some of them were just standing there, of course, bluntly just saying, you want this? I mean, like that kind of thing. So I was like, wow, that is interesting. Like I said, here in St. Louis, prostitution is not legal at all. So it's just kind of different for me to go and see the girls out there like in their like short shorts and I guess like little panties and like little sexy clothes and that kind of thing. To me, that was different. Like I said, I don't see many women. Well, I may have seen a few that here in St. Louis that, of course, want to just try to dress like that or just flaunt their bodies or whichever the case may be. But I mean, they're in Vegas. Like I said, you knew that they're out there selling themselves. You can tell. Well, I can tell that. I'm assuming everybody else knew that as well. But like I said, you can just tell the ones that were out there as like showgirls or that kind of thing. But then there were the ones out there that were actually looking to get paid for their services. I guess I'd say that, which is nothing wrong with that. If that's what they want to do, more power to them. As long as they're making enough to pay their rent, their bills, and whatever they need to do, then more power to them is how I look at it. But like I said, that was definitely just different to me. Because here, I have seen, of course, that kind of stuff on the street, but it's like hidden, you can say. Because it's like I said, it's not legal. The police will pick you up, lock you up. But just seeing everything out in the open like that, that was just, like I said, to me, that was just amazing. I've never seen anything like that before. And just walking through, like I said, there was like the Fremont Experience. They had this big old giant TV, I guess, like in the ceiling. It was like an arch ceiling. So they had like a big old giant TV screen. They had to be maybe like 100 feet long, I guess, going all the way down from like one section to like the other section of Fremont Street Experience. And every like 10, 15 minutes or so, it'll like start like lighting up and all this Fremont Street Experience. All these like speakers come on and all this stuff is telling you about it and what's going on Fremont Street and how it's the biggest screen and